Everyone, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome to my channel. My name's Tracy and today's upload is my weekly Slimming World weekly weigh-in update. Was that too many weeklies? I don't know. So last week I told you guys that I was joining Slimming World online. I've made the switch from going to class, which I've been doing since January, finding that they're not actually useful for me and it's wasting a lot of time. So last week I decided I was going to join Slimming World online. So this week is my first official weigh-in at home doing Slimming World online. But before I get into all that, I want to apologise if you can hear any background noise. The window is open, well the windows are open because it is boiling hot today. God knows where that's came from. You'll probably hear a lot of street noise. At the minute I can hear Mark outside, my friend Mark, in his car with the music blaring, driving away. He's listening to some R&B or something. And also, I got a hairdo. What do you think? Oh my god. My styling skills are so bad. Trying to recreate what the hairdresser's done never works for me, but I think I'm getting there. It's a lot better than it was the first couple of times I tried it. It drops so quickly in my hair because it's just got really fine, long, straight hair. Well, I've not got long, straight hair anymore. But my hair was freaking way down my back and it was driving me insane. It was unstylable to me anyway. And I just went for it. I just thought, I woke up on Friday and I was like, you know what, I'm just getting this lobbed off today. And I'm loving it. I'm loving the short hair. I mean, it is a bob, but I do kind of prefer this kinky style. The bob one's nice as well, but I do prefer this kind of kinky style. I'm going to need to get something that's going to keep the curls in a little bit, or the kinks in a little bit longer. So back to this weigh-in update. Last week I got weighed in on Monday. My normal weigh-in day is a Wednesday, but last week, like I said, I got weighed in on the Monday because I had Rosie at the vet on the Wednesday. I also mentioned in last week's video that I had a big cheat day on Tuesday, which was planned a couple of weeks in advance. My son Ali and I went to see Avengers Infinity War, and we'd planned, well, we had to go after school that day because he was obviously at school. And we had planned going and getting popcorn and Tango Ice Blast, which is an essential when you go to the cinema to see a big movie like Avengers. Then we were going to go to McDonald's afterwards for our dinner. You'll have to really excuse me this week because I've only had 4 hours sleep last night because of the heat. I couldn't sleep and my brain is not working very functionally today. So my big cheat day, I didn't really eat anything because I was saving myself for popcorn at McDonald's at night. I didn't eat anything. I had a lot of sugar-free Iron Brew and teas and coffees before I went to the cinema. And then when we got to the cinema, Ali and I got one of these meal combos. He decided that he wasn't really wanting popcorn. I'm not the biggest popcorn fan. So we got one of these meal combos, which was nachos, sweeties and 2 Tango Ice Blasts for like £12 or something it was. And I get discount because I'm a Odeon Limitless card holder. So we got this massive portion of nachos between us. He had the sweets, I never touched the sweets. I'm not a big chocolate person anyway. The nachos came with cheesy dips, but there was just so much of it and I actually couldn't even eat it all. I mean, I think Ali ate maybe 3/4 of it and I had about 1/4 of the nachos and I was stuffed, absolutely stuffed. And then we went to McDonald's afterwards and I just had a coffee at first and Ali had his meal. While we were at McDonald's, we were also waiting for Mark to come and pick us up. And when he came in, he got some food as well. So by the time he came, which was about half an hour, I thought maybe I'm a little bit hungry. And I got a little portion of chips and that was it. That was my big cheat meal, freaking portion of chips. I was really looking forward to some McDonald's chicken wrap. But I wasn't hungry enough because of those nachos. And I swear I didn't even eat that much nachos. I think it was that nacho cheese sauce. It was terrible. And then on the Wednesday I was right back on plan. Well, I was on plan up until we went to Aldi's. Again, we had to wait till Ali was out of school. Mark was taking us as well, so I had to wait till he was available. By the time we went to the shops, I was there for a good couple of hours and then came home. I had to do the video for my shop and then put all the things away. It was like nearly 9 o'clock by the time I got all that done. I'll never be doing that again. I'll be going shopping in the morning if that's the case. But Ali goes to his bed at like 9:30, 10 o'clock. So I really needed to, you know what, I'm just making up a big excuse for why I ordered a chippy. I ordered a chippy. And I got a white pudding, which people outside of Scotland might not know what that is, but I got a white pudding, a single white pudding, and I got a portion of haggis fritters, which were disgusting. So only ate a couple of them, chucked the rest away. And for the rest of the week, I was sort of on plan. I was on plan. I never had any takeaway, I never had any bad food, I never had any crisps or anything. What happened in the past week was I was feeling a lot more hungrier, and possibly maybe have went over my sins a few days. Not by much. Some days it was maybe 1 or 2 sins. One day it was maybe 5. I don't know what was going on this week. I was just ravenous this whole week, and I don't know if it was because I tripped myself up with my nachos and my chippy and things, and I thought it's alright, I'll get back on plan. I was being like totally smug and thinking it's easy to get back on plan, but I was kind of going over my sins probably most days this week. I'm trying to think, maybe 1 or 2 days I've stayed under the 15 sins, but I have had between 15 to 20 sins most days this week. And I'm just going to shut the window because there's too much noise outside. I hope I'm in the same position again. I could literally hear my neighbour talking about her period. I don't want to hear that. What was I saying? I'm needing a lot of coffee today because of the very lack of sleep that I had last night. How is it possible that it's cooler today than it was at 3 o'clock in the morning when I was still wide awake, sweating buckets? I'm Scottish, we will always complain when it's hot and we will always complain when it's too cold. It's just a prerogative of being a Scottish person. Yeah, so maybe not my best week, but I am a little bit comforted by the fact that I never proper went crazy or anything like that. I never, you know, apart from Tuesday, Wednesday, where I did have a few naughty treats, I never had like naughty treats per se. The things that I had were on plan. I have ate a lot this week. I've definitely ate a lot of fruit and I've definitely ate a lot of veg. The treats that I was having were like a couple of Baby Bells and not weighing my patty on my toast that I had one night. I had a couple of lattes this week as well actually. So when Ali and I were going to my mum's on Saturday, because she lives through in Fife and we need to get a train there, I got a latte. It was a skimmed latte, skimmed milk latte, and I never counted that in any sins. And on Sunday again, Ali and I went to the cinema to see Detective Pikachu, and they have a Costa in the cinema, the Odeon cinema there. So we had another latte. I had another latte. And I did count that in my sins, but when I was counting up at the end of the day, when I was thinking what I could have for my supper, I just never counted that in then, and it ended up being 2 sins over on Sunday. So things like that, you know what it was? I was just being so freaking lazy this week counting my sins. That's what it is. I don't think I was intentionally meaning to go over my sins. I was just being really lazy and counting them. And then when I was counting them at the end of the day, I was like, 1 or 2 won't matter. Where we all know 1 or 2 does matter. So that was all the bad points about this past week. It's not been a great week. It's not been a disastrous week either, but it hasn't been the greatest. The good points were I did have my 3rd speed with every meal that I can think of, and I was eating a lot of fruit as snacks and stuff, especially during the day. I'm not the heaviest eater during the day. I'm definitely one of those nighttime eaters, and I find when I'm starting to get hungry, it's maybe about 3 or 4 o'clock, you know, it's a bit of a tricky time. You don't want to have anything to eat because it's actually nearly tea time. So I usually have just some fruit and veg during the day just to, you know, keep me going. I mean, I do basically survive most days on sugar-free iron brew and coffee. And the other good thing about this week is I did get the walks done that I intended to get done. Well, they weren't heavy duty big massive walks or that. They were maybe about 15-20 minute walks. And on Saturday when I went to my mum's, like I said in last week's video, my stepdad usually picks me up from the station. It's literally less than a mile because I measured it, I mapped my walk. It's less than a mile, 0.8 of a mile. I don't know that's 3/4 of a mile just, and it's a 15 to 20 minute walk. So he usually picks me up, but this week I was like, no, don't, we'll walk. Ali wasn't very happy about it, but I was going to get some walking in. So we walked there and back, and we also walked there and back down to our train station, which isn't, I mean, it's in my village, and my village is quite small, but it is still a 20-minute walk down to the train station. Why can't I think of words today? So I had about a 20-minute walk down to my train station, and then a 15-minute walk to my mum's, and then the same back again. So it was quite a lot of walking that. And then on the Sunday, when we went to the cinema, again, 20-minute walk down to the train station, and then another 15 minutes to the cinema, and then we done that back again. So I wasn't doing big heavy duty walks, but I was doing some walking, whereas, I mean, on Sunday Mark offered to give us a lift there and back, and that would have taken us right to outside the cinema and back, and there would have been literally 10 steps to go to see the film. But I was like, no, we'll take the train and I'll get some walking done. And this week I had a plan on doing another couple of walks. At least if I can do 2 or 3 days where I get some walking in, I'm happy with that. On Saturday or Sunday we're going to go and see my gran, who lives in a neighbouring village. It's maybe about 2 or 3 miles, I'm not quite sure the distance. We do have to get 2 buses to hers usually, but I'm actually going to walk. Again, Ali's not going to be happy with me, but I'm going to definitely walk there. Maybe because Ali's with me, it might be too much for him to walk back again. But I will definitely walk there, and that'll get a good walk in. If I was on my own, I would easily walk back myself, but because Ali's there, I want to spare his little legs. He's not got little legs, he's almost the same size as me. I also said in last week's video that I wanted to do some swimming, and I haven't done that, but I did get my new bra. I only got one bra because I'm not spending, it's 30 quid for a bra, and I'm not spending lots of money on new bras. So when I think I'm going to lose more weight and I'm just going to need more bras, I'm going to spend a lot of money on bras when I'm down to the size that I want to be. I was super chuffed that I went down a couple of sizes. I went to Bravissimo on my way to my mum's, so I had Ali with me. I was actually there for a good 20-25 minutes just getting sized and trying on a few different bras, and I completely forgot that I wanted to get a swimsuit as well, so I never got resized for my swimsuit. So I never ended up going swimming. My swimsuit that I do have, in fact I have 2, they're far too big for me. I will definitely fall out if I go swimming in them. So I'm going to have to go back to Bravissimo at some point and get a new swimsuit. Or possibly just go up to Asda and see if I can get a swimsuit there. When it comes down to it, 40 to 50 quid at Bravissimo for a swimsuit is quite a lot. Especially when I'm going to need a new one when I lose more weight, the remaining weight that I've got to lose. So now that I'm doing Slimming World Online, I actually don't have anything physical to show you about my weight loss. So I'm going to have to try and work that out and see what I can do with my editing and things like that. But for today, I will tell you that my weight loss was not a weight loss. I completely stayed the same as I was last week, last Monday actually. So in 9 days I've lost nothing. Well, that's not strictly true. I think I may have gained a little bit on Tuesday and Wednesday with the meals that I had, the cheat meals that I had. Maybe the rest of the week I have lost what I would have put on then, but I've not lost as much as I would have because I've gone over my sins every day. I mean, I wasn't great this week. I wasn't very good. I did stick to plan, but I wasn't 100% on plan. Obviously, if I'm going over my sins every day. So I am a little bit gutted that I haven't even lost half a pound, but I am not surprised that I haven't lost anything because, you know, all the aforementioned reasons, and it hasn't been a gain, so I can't complain really. So for the week ahead, I only have one treat meal planned, which is tonight, and I'm going to have macaroni cheese because I have not had it since before Christmas, and I know there's Slimming World friendly, sin-free macaroni cheese recipes, but I have tried them before a couple of years ago when I done Summer World, and they're just not the same. So tonight, because I'm craving it, I am going to have my macaroni cheese, my homemade macaroni cheese, and I have no other treats planned for the rest of the week. I will try 100% to stay on plan apart from that one meal, and hopefully next week I can get a little loss. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. I know my brain has not been engaged fully because of the lack of sleep, but thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, click that red button, and I will see you next time. Bye!